Welcome to episode number 159 of the Brave Widow Show. Guys, I have been waiting to share this podcast episode with you, to record it, to encourage and inspire you, and mostly to motivate you to take action. So I am very excited to be in the office today recording this podcast episode and to be spilling all of the tea on the Brave Widow Academy, which I've been teasing for a few weeks now, and why the Brave Widow Academy is the container that I have decided to create, to promote, to help you be set up for the most success possible over the next 6 months. What else? If you've been thinking, oh, I'll figure this out later, or oh, I just need to give it time, this episode is for you. Waiting feels easier than deciding, but it's also the very same thing that's keeping you stuck. So if you're thinking, maybe I need more time, maybe I'm not ready to do something about this shit, maybe I just need to keep waiting, I want you to know that is why you're stuck. Because time doesn't solve stuckness. Is that a word? Time doesn't solve for being stuck. Decisions solve for being stuck. So, I want to start out the episode today just talking about some of the reasons why people think that they're not ready. What are the things that people tell themselves as far as why they're not ready to take action or to make a decision? The first reason is that people don't feel emotionally ready. Secondly, they feel like they don't have time. Or third, they don't know if something's going to work for them. Not ready or I need more time is actually a protective mechanism. But staying in that place of I'll decide later or I'll wait until I'm ready, that is a decision. That is a decision of saying no to growth, no to change, no to the future version of yourself. So, what I want to offer you today is what if being ready isn't a feeling? What if it's actually a decision? You could decide that you're ready. You could decide that you're going to do something different. You could decide that you're not going to wait for time to magically make things better. You could do that. It's a decision you could make right now. Many of the clients that come to me have been waiting. I have clients that have waited a year, 2 years, 3 years. I had a consult I shared with you all a couple weeks ago that has been waiting 7 years. Listen to me. She has been waiting 7 years to feel better. And if she hears this podcast episode, this is not meant to shame her. This isn't to make her feel bad. But when we got off on that consult, my heart broke because her words back to me were, I think I need to keep waiting. And so my passion for this, my desire of what I want to communicate is coming from a place of heartbreak, of compassion for people who believe these lies and these myths that somehow time's just going to magically fix things for us. Time's just going to make things better. When the reality is that time is a component, it's an ingredient in the recipe, but it isn't the only thing that changes us. It isn't what causes us to grow. It isn't what causes us to get a different outcome as we just keep waiting. Think about if you have ever been in a cycle of saying, oh, I'm going to eat healthier starting on Monday. I'm going to go to the gym starting on Monday, starting on New Year's, starting on March 1st. Monday's the magical day. I'm going to wait until I'm ready and then I will do something different. And what happens when we're caught in that cycle? We keep waiting and we keep waiting and we keep saying we're not ready and we keep waiting and we're not losing weight and we're not eating healthier and we're not getting stronger in the gym and we're not building up resilience. Nothing changes until what? Until we take action and until we take action consistently. That's where time is the key. I can't expect to go to the gym and one day I'm like, smoke show fit, I look amazing. No, time is needed, right? Like, I gotta go to the gym multiple times a week. I need to lift weights if I want to become more fit, if I want to build up my strength. I need to eat healthier over a consistent amount of time in order to be in a better shape. But if all I do is wait, if all I do is rely on time, those things don't change. In fact, I could become more unhealthy. I could become more unfit. I could become more overweight. And I share that because that's a very real example for me of something that I personally have in the past been very guilty of saying, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until I'm ready. I'm going to wait until I'm ready to go all in. I'm going to wait until Monday. And so, as much as I'm here challenging you and challenging your beliefs and your thought process, know that I'm very much in that same, that I'm speaking to the past version of me as much as I'm speaking to you. And so it's out of love, it's out of compassion, it's out of this burning desire for you to experience something better than the swamp of misery of waiting until you're ready. You get to decide that you're ready. For those of you who are not familiar with Brave Widow and what I do in the coaching program, what we do in the community, what we're going to be doing in the academy, Brave Widow was never meant to be only a grief recovery program. And over the past few years, as I've grown Brave Widow, as we've adapted, as we've pivoted, as we have figured out the best way to help people be able to rebuild a life that they love, is that we are more than just grief recovery. And I say that with the deepest respect for what people do in grief recovery. And as you guys, one of my number one favorite tools in helping people is literally called the grief recovery method. So I honor the pain and the trauma and the severity of the hurt of what we have experienced. And that is a component of what we do in Brave Widow. We have specific container, we have specific approaches in how we help people heal their hearts. And we help people rebuild their life from the ground up. We help people when they are ready. See what I did there? When they are ready to decide that they want to rebuild their life, not because they're perfectly healed, not because they're never sad anymore, not because they want to move on and forget their person, but because they decide they want something more out of life than this. They're tired of feeling like a hollow shell. They're tired of waking up dreading the day, feeling disconnected from other people, feeling so lonely and isolated, feeling like they're going through the motions, just a hollow shell of the person that they once were. Someone who's completely unsure about their future and what they want and what that could look like, and even wondering if that's even possible. All those things don't have to be solved. You have to decide that you want something different. And then that's where I come in Brave Widow. And that's where I've been incredibly proud of the work that we do, is that yes, there's a component of grief recovery, and we do acknowledge and sit with you through that pain. And we do walk the journey with you of healing your heart and of getting to a place where you can look at me and the Zoom camera and say, I'm ready. I've decided. I'm ready to do something different. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know if it's possible. I think it's possible, Emily, because you tell me it is. And because I see you and I see you living it, and that inspires me and makes me feel like if you can do it, maybe I can do it too. But I don't know. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm going to step forward in faith and with your guidance, see if this can work out for me. And guys, I am so humbled by what I have been able to help people do over these past couple of years. And they have done the work. They have made the changes. They have shown up to the calls. They have sat with me and shared the most vulnerable, scary, overwhelming things. People have cried on these calls. People have wanted to walk away from the camera and throw in the towel. And yet they are incredibly resilient and committed to facing their fear and facing the pain and facing the awkwardness of this new life and trusting that God has a bigger plan for them. God has a bigger purpose. So when I say I'm so proud of Brave Widow and what we've been able to accomplish, know that I'm proud of the Brave Widows that are part of this program. They have done the work. They have done the hard thing. I have sat with them. I have encouraged them. I've pointed the way. Through their experiences, through my experiences, through what I have learned, I've been able to build the roadmap and the roadmap through the 4 seasons of grief. So I have several podcast episodes if you want to learn more about the seasons of grief and where you are versus where you could be. And I have a lot more content coming out around that because as I work with people and I witness it for myself, I see the seasons that people move through. I see the strategies and the tools and the steps that help people very efficiently go from where they are towards where they want to be. And for many of my clients, beyond what they even thought was possible in such a short amount of time. So, as you hear the passion in my voice, as you hear how I feel compelled to compel you to take action, to do something different, it comes from a place not of trying to convince you, not of trying to sell you on something, but from a place of conviction of more people have to know about this. More people need to know that this is possible. More lives need to be changed because the program works. The community and the connection works. And I am learning every week, every day. I learn more. I become more effective. I am able to utilize or develop new tools that help my clients be able to move forward. And it's just an amazing place to be where I'm incredibly grounded in gratitude in just being able to be a part of these journey for these other widows. It's been amazing. The reason that Brave Widow even exists, the reason the academy exists, the coaching program exists, is because when I was deep in pain, when I was deep in apathy and a feeling of being numb and not knowing what my future was going to be, could I even enjoy life again? What would I want to do? I don't know. Like, I had all of these questions about what was possible on the other side of grief. And there were so many different opinions of people saying it never gets better and you just learn to deal with it. You don't actually get over grief. And then there were other people saying, no, I'm happy again. I'm enjoying life again. And yes, I miss my person, but also I don't wallow in grief every day. And I just wanted someone to tell me, like, how do I get there? How do I get to a place? Can I even get to a place where I can wake up every day and enjoy my life, where I have things I actually look forward to that aren't ruined by the overwhelming, crushing sadness of, yeah, that doesn't matter because your person's not here. I struggled with that for, it felt like forever, close to 2 years. I was trying to figure out what are the steps? What is the path to getting to a point if it was even possible, where people love their life again, where people enjoyed life again. And so the Academy and what we've been doing in Brave Widow is really my framework for how I have been able to get to a place where I love my life again, how I've been able to coach my clients in the direction of building a life that they love again, and how I have witnessed so many other widows through interviews, through conversations, through time, observing what were the things that they have done to help them. Taking the core principles of what we know, what is evidence-based in grief recovery, and marrying that with the principles of life coaching, which are very forward focused, very action driven, very future driven, and like marrying that all together to say we can heal our hearts and we can decide to rebuild our lives. What's true in in all of this, is that sitting back, being passive, and waiting is not the catalyst that's going to propel us forward to be able to do that. When I was widowed, in my first 6 months, I was completely in survival mode. I was still working a very demanding job, raising four teenagers, figuring out logistics of how to get kids where they needed to go, taking care of a property of nearly 40 acres, struggling with maintaining the land and the fallen trees and just all of the things, just really utterly in survival mode those first 6 months. And the next year and a half, I really just felt like I was walking through life and trying to figure out what was possible, what was the path, how was I going to get there. And this is why I created Brave Widow, because I was looking for a resource. I was looking for a guide. I was looking for someone to tell me, like, here are the things that you need to focus on and do that will help you move forward. And there was nothing. Yes, there was grief share. Yes, there's grief recovery method. Yes, there's therapy and counseling and courses and books and podcasts. And I did all of the things. I went through all of the things and I equipped myself with the tools that have been the most helpful. And yet, I didn't know what it was going to take for me to be able to build a life that I loved again. It wasn't until I learned about life coaching and I learned about coaching tools and I learned about the things that we can do, like quantum physics. I know don't tune out yet. I'm not going to talk about quantum physics. Come back to me. Okay. But I learned about all of these things that help us build a life that we can love again. I did it. I've helped my clients do that, or at least be moving in that direction. And so I have built within Brave Widow what I wanted selfishly. What did I want? I wanted someone to give me the roadmap, to tell me the steps, to guide me and direct me, and not to feel lost and untethered and like I'm just floating and I don't even know what direction to turn in. The number one question widows have when they come to me is, what do I do next? And I wanted someone to tell me that. And that, guys, is what you're going to find in the Brave Widow Academy. So I want to share some examples of real widows who have taken real action in just the last 30 days. So it's been just under 30 days. I launched the Make a Friend Challenge in 30 days inside the Brave Widow community for anyone who was part of the membership or part of the coaching program or who took me up on the 30-day free trial. And within the Make a Friend Challenge, within the community portal, widows could go in and every week just post updates to the challenge. And our goal was to either strengthen a relationship that people had with making a friend or to develop a new friendship, a new relationship, and to get that started. So we started off the challenge by doing some training, by providing resources that I had already recorded on meeting people and making friends. And I asked widows to go in and make updates each week. And so I want to share with you just some examples of what people have said over the past few weeks that they've been part of this challenge. Thank you, Emily, for these amazing challenges. I've learned that if I make an effort on my part, I can start and build new relationships. I texted a friend I haven't spoken to for a few months. My challenge was to work on this friendship. I texted her Sunday, asking her to have dinner with me to catch up. I followed what Emily said by saying a date and time. After I sent the text, she replied a second later, telling me it would be wonderful to have dinner with me. Thank you, Emily, for your pointers you gave me. Without you, it never would have happened. Another one. Here is a new friend I've made as a vendor, selling and signing my books outside of a small gift art shop happening every Saturday near where I live. Her name is Kathy, and we've been getting to know each other over the last 4 weeks. We're usually there 3 to 4 hours next to each other, so it's a nice way to ease into a friendship and have someone to share with. There are more comments in the challenges, and there's more feedback from widows. But the key differentiator here is that each one of these individuals took action. They didn't sit back and keep waiting for friends to reach out, to keep waiting for family to reach out. They decided to make a move. They decided to send a text or to engage in conversation in someone that they're sitting next to, or to reach out and make an offer for someone to go to lunch or go to coffee or whatever that is. But by taking action and by being consistent, people have been able to strengthen friendships and relationships or develop new ones. So before I get into all the juicy, very juicy details of the academy and what you can expect inside of there, I want you to think about the version of you who decides to stop waiting, who decides to join the academy now versus the person who says, I'll wait and join next time or next year or at some point in the future. Who would you be a year from now if you decided that today you're done feeling lost? You're done feeling lonely. You're done waiting. You're ready. And you may not know what that looks like exactly. And you may not know all what is possible. But what you do know is that you're going to do something different rather than sitting back and waiting on things to happen. Who is that version of you who steps forward in faith and says, I'm in. I'm all in for myself. I'm all in for future possibilities. I'm all in for something that might be better than I can even imagine right now. The version of you who's willing to do that, what other things is she willing to do? What kind of life does she live? The person who doesn't sit on the fence. She makes decisions. She takes action. She doesn't allow herself to waffle back and forth and second guess what she wants to do. What could that look like for you? What would it look like during the holidays? We are already mid-July and we will be in full steam ahead mode in the academy during the holidays, during Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, times that are typically really difficult for widows to navigate. And so you can decide now that during the holidays, you want to have the most support, the most coaching, the most feedback, the most ability to be connected with other people who are also on this journey of growth, of self development, of building a life. You can already be like plugged in and in this close knit community of other widows as you go through the holidays. Or you can decide that you're not ready to join right now, that you're just going to give it more time, you're going to wait. And my question to you is, what support structure is going to get you through the holidays? Deciding to wait, is that the version of you that just hunkers down and just like waits for the holidays to blow over and is hurt because people don't reach out and didn't invite you and there's no presents, there's no tree, there's no holiday joy. Like you're just hunkering down, just waiting for time to hurry up and go by. Or a few months from now, are you seeing the version of yourself who decided to go all in, who decided to step forward and say, yeah, I'm worth investing in. I'm worth getting incredible support and being connected with other people and building up my social circle now so that as I go through the holidays, I know how to navigate them. I'm not hunkered down waiting for the storm to pass, the storm of all the holidays to just blow over. I decided I'm ready to do something different. So, if this has resonated with you, what I want you to know is that this is the type of coaching we do in the Brave Widow Academy. It is a container where you will have a thought partner, a place where your thinking gets challenged, and where you are encouraged to step forward, to navigate the unknown, to navigate the awkwardness and the weirdness and the newness and the fear, to feel all of it and to do it anyway. The Brave Widow Academy is an amazing container for that. So I invite you right now to notice the part of you that wants to wait and to ask yourself if that's the part of you that's going to create the life that you want next. In other words, you can stay where you are, or you can start practicing being the version of you who says yes to herself. If you are ready to step into the next version of yourself, the Brave Widow Academy pre-enrollment is open right now, and I would love to coach you inside. Let's talk about what the Brave Widow Academy is. But first, let me just summarize who the Brave Widow Academy is for. If you've lost your person, or maybe you're anticipating losing your person and you feel like you are stuck in a life that you don't recognize anymore, this is for you. If you're tired of faking like you're okay while you're crumbling internally, this is for you. If you are done waiting for time to magically make things better, the Brave Widow Academy is for you. If you want clarity about who you are and what you want next for your future, this is for you. If you want to connect with others who understand what you're going through, this is for you. If you want a proven process to help you rebuild, not just sessions where you go vent, not just sessions where you complain, but a proven process, this is for you. And if you're willing to show up, to take action, and to invest in your growth, this is for you. Let's talk about what this is, meaning the Brave Widow Academy. What is it? So it is a 6-month program with a step-by-step roadmap that helps you move from grief to growth, from lost to clear, from lonely to connected, and from unsure to confident. This is jam-packed. Listen, I have been working on what this container should look like for the past year and working very closely with a couple of my coaches on thoughtfully crafting how I can create a program that is highly accessible for people. It's jam-packed with the most value possible, and it's boiled down to be the simplest, most effective way that I can coach people in a group format. And I am so excited about how it has turned out. So the Brave Widow Academy, it's a 6-month program. I chose 6 months because between months 3 and 6 are where widows statistically are seeing the biggest leaps and changes. Now I have clients that decide to work with me beyond 6 months, and we continue to work on more goals and bigger goals, and they continue to really flourish in what they're doing. But if I'm thinking about the sweet spot for people and I'm thinking about what most people are comfortable committing to, 6 months is a really great place to start. So it's a 6 month program. We meet every Monday for 2 hours. So Central Time from 12 to 2, you get an hour of me educating and then an hour of group coaching. When I launched the 6 month mastermind in August of last year, I had scheduled the calls on Monday. I wasn't sure how that was going to go over because people have mixed feelings about Monday. But the feedback that I got was that Monday was the preferred day because it set the tone for the week. It felt like Monday's a day we don't typically look forward to, but now we have a reason to look forward to it. It's setting the tone for the week. I know what to work on for the week, and then I'm ready on the next Monday to share what my updates are or to learn more about what I want to focus on next. So every Monday from 12 to 2 p.m. Central, those are the times that we are going to be live in the Brave Widow Academy. And if you can't ever make it live, we do record those sessions where you can rewatch the video. And for Academy students, you are also going to get access to a private podcast. So if you like to listen on the go, if you want just the audio, if you want to be able to multitask while you're listening, or maybe you got coached on the call and you just want a refresher of what the coaching was like, you can listen to it via podcast style. You can listen to it on the go. You don't have to pull up the video and watch it. Just a really nice way of being able to consume it on the go. You are going to get a private community, a small group of other students who are on the same journey as you. And this is really considered a hybrid group coaching and one on one coaching program. And what I mean by that is some people are hesitant to join group coaching programs because they don't know, am I going to get the attention? Am I going to get the time? Am I going to get the feedback? And so I've really built this container in a way that not only do you get the benefits of being connected with a group, of being part of that community, but you also will get individual, personalized, one on one feedback from me every week. So every week we have a progress tracking form that we complete where you can share with me privately what's gone on for you during the week, how you're rating different areas of things that we track and things that you want me to know. And every week I go in and respond to each of those forms and give you direct feedback and coaching. And if you decide to pre enroll, I've got some amazing bonuses. I've stacked so many bonuses in here if you enroll before July 28th. So that's 2 weeks from now. If you decide to step forward in this future version of yourself and you decide you're done waiting, that you're going to pre enroll, then you've got some amazing bonuses. After July 28th, the bonuses start to disappear. The reason I've done it this way is because I know that people like to sit on the fence. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. They like to delay their decision. Oh, I'll think about that later. I don't want to decide right now. It just feels too hard to decide right now. So I front load some bonuses, and my goal is that the bonuses are so good that you feel crazy for not enrolling early, for not getting off the fence and just deciding to go all in. So many people I talk to, so many of my one on one coaching clients are like, I've been listening to you for months and I don't know. I had a hard time deciding, should I do it? Should I not do it? And I don't fault any of those clients at all because we struggle making day to day decisions. Our confidence is shaken or maybe even shattered. And we second guess a lot of things, like all decisions feel much bigger than they used to be. So I can laugh about it because I was that person. Okay. I've shared so many examples of being that person that just had the hardest time making decisions. And so my goal is to incentivize you to get off the fence, decide you want to do it or decide you don't want to do it. Either way, make a decision and love the decision that you make and love the reason why you made the decision. Don't make the decision because you're afraid. Don't make the decision because you have doubts. decide this is something I want to do or it's not something I want to do. So you have 2 weeks to decide and still get access to all of these amazing pre enrollment bonuses. So let me tell you what these bonuses are. So everyone who joins will become a founding member of the Brave Widow Academy. Now, what does that mean besides bragging rights to be a founding? Well, you get some perks, okay? I have founding members originally of Brave Widow that were have been with me almost 3 years now. I have founding members of the Mastermind, and now we're going to have founding members of the Academy. So these opportunities come up occasionally, but only when I start something new. So, if you would like to be a founding member, here are some of the perks of what you get. You will get special limited swag that I only offer when we have founding members. You're going to get alumni pricing on all future events. So, for example, the Brave Widow Academy, the investment for that is $600 a month for 6 months, or you can pay in full and save $600 by paying $3,000. If you are a founding member and you lock in alumni pricing going forward, then if you decide to join Brave Widow Academy again the next time that we offer it, you would lock in a savings of $1,500. So going forward, anytime you want to join the academy, you're locked in at that alumni pricing and you would get it at a 50% discount and lock in a price of $1,500. You also, as a founding member, will get invites to the inner circle where your voice will help shape the future of Brave Widow. So these are probably going to be quarterly sessions where anyone who's part of the inner circle can come. I ask for your opinion. I ask for you to tell me what's working, what's not working, what's frustrating about the program or about the technology. We continue to make improvements. And so your voice really is heard loudly. When you are part of the inner circle, you get to help shape the future of what this company becomes over time. Okay, so you get all of that for being a founding member. You also get early access to what I call audio drops and special private videos that only students of the academy are going to get. So when you sign up, you're going to get an email that will give you a link to download a free app called Telegram. I'm fairly new to Telegram, but I use it in another program and it's been amazing. And what I'm able to do is to have a channel where I can share my behind the scenes thoughts about what's going on, additional encouragement, inspiration, thoughts to get you like fired up and motivated and going, just really all kinds of things that I'm not going to be sharing anywhere else. I'm not sharing it in the community. I'm not sharing it on social media. This is like behind the scenes, as personal as it gets. Outside of hanging out with me, you are going to get access to that within the Telegram app. And also, we are setting up a private chat group. So some people like being part of a group chat and some people don't. The beauty of Telegram is you can mute some of the notifications. So if you don't want the notifications, but you still want to see what everybody else is saying, you want to share your wins, you want to share your struggles, all that will be in there. Telegram also has a privacy component. So some of the other apps that we've used or that we've tested out, you have to share your phone number or other information that people might be hesitant to. So what I like about Telegram is if I don't have your phone number stored in my phone, I don't see your phone number on the app. You're also going to get access to early to all of the recorded content and the Brave Widow systems that I have inside of the Academy. So right now, there are 48 videos that I have uploaded into the Academy. Now, don't let that overwhelm you. You don't have to go watch 48 videos. You don't even have to watch one video before class starts if you don't want. But some people love to consume the content. Some people just enjoy having access to that early. So you have access to that early. You also are going to have access to what I call coaching on demand, which is essentially within this app, you have the ability to message me, Send me a voice message, send me a video, send me a text message, anytime, 24/7, 365. I respond typically twice a day, Monday through Friday. So you can message me anytime something comes up, Monday through Friday. I respond. I check it at least twice a day so that you can feel supported. You can get the feedback, you can get the coaching in between one on one times, group times, all of those things. You get access to that for signing up early. Pre enrollment bonuses. Okay, other bonuses. So we have bonuses that disappear on July 28th. So three of the bonuses that will be disappearing are an extra group call for students throughout the month. So we'll have our weekly 2 hour call every Monday. And then if you pre-enroll before July 28th, we're going to have additional group calls only for people who pre-enrolled, whether they want additional coaching support, whether there are additional topics that I'm going to be teaching, but you will have access to those additional calls that other students will not if they do not sign up in pre-enrollment stage, which is before July 28th. You also, if you sign up before the 28th, are going to get 3 bonus one-on-one coaching calls with me throughout the program. So you can start using these calls in August when we kick off the program, and you can schedule them anytime. I recommend that we do one at the start, one at the middle, and one at the end, but they're your 3 free one-on-one calls that you get to schedule at any time. And again, this is only if you sign up before July 28th. You also will be entered to win a VIP day with me. And that drawing will happen on August 11th when we kick off the academy, but only again if you sign up before the 28th. So you could win a 3 to 4 hour session with me where we focus on whatever is top of mind for you. So maybe you want to date again and you want me to help with your dating profile and picking pictures and writing the profile and swiping on people, and that's what you want to focus on. That's what we'll focus on. Maybe you're really unclear about what you want for the future. And so you would like me to walk you through a guided meditation, a visioning session where we get really clear about what you want more of in your life, about what that could look like. Maybe you want to start your own business, or you want to write a book, or you want to develop something that you're going to share with other companies. Then we can work together on that. It's a VIP day and you are the VIP. So it's your choice. And if you're like, I have no idea what I want to work on, if you win the VIP day, then I will come prepared with some exercises that we can do to uncover what will be the most impactful for you. So all of those bonuses go away July 28th if you have not pre-enrolled, okay? Amazing bonuses. I'm just saying. Then there's one more bonus that disappears during this pre-enrollment phase, and that bonus will disappear on August the 4th. That is an extra month of sessions. So let that sink in. I shared with you the Brave Widow Academy is a 6-month program. And if you sign up before August 4th, you are going to get an extra month of sessions, which means the 6-month program is now a 7-month program only for people who enroll early. There's a lot more. I don't want to spend an hour telling you all the amazing things and the bonuses and surprises and things I've not even shared with people that we're going to be doing in this program. Just please know that I have thoughtfully and intentionally jam-packed, value stacked so many bonuses and value inside of this program that it will help you get off the fence sooner. Because if you're not going to do it with these bonuses, I don't know that you're going to do it at all. And that's fine. That's a decision I want you to feel comfortable with. The Brave Widow Academy kicks off on August 11th. It runs for 6 months, unless you sign up early, and then it runs for 7 months. If you pre-enroll, the investment is $600 a month for 6 months, which is $3,600. Or if you pay in full, you can save $600 and pay $3,000. If you are a one-on-one coaching client, please go check your email because I have a special gift and surprise for you in your email. If you're part of the membership community, but you're not a one-on-one coaching client, check your email. Because you're already part of Brave Widow, you also get a special gift as part of joining the academy. So I want to make sure that you leverage that because I honor loyalty. I honor people who join. I want you to feel that there is value in being part of Brave Widow and just part of this tribe and that you continue to be rewarded for that. So if you're part of Brave Widow already, go check your email because I have a special gift for you in there. I know that was a lot of information, and unfortunately, sometimes too much information is overwhelming to our brain and it prevents us from making a decision. So here's the deal. I don't want you to join something out of impulse. I want you to make a decision from a place that feels grounded, that feels calm, that feels like this is a really good decision for you. And so I am happy to offer a free consult call where I will learn more about you, learn more about your challenges and what you would like for the future, and where I can walk you through specifically how the academy is set up to best support you in that, and then walk you through a decision protocol to help you decide. Is this something that I want to do or is it something I not want to do? I do not want to do. Either way, get off the fence. Either way, decide and love the reasons why you decide what you did. Don't do it out of lack. Don't do it out of fear. Don't do it out of hesitation. Decide that this is the time that you are ready to step in this future version of yourself, or decide that you're just going to keep waiting. I created this program because I want to make sure that no widow stays stuck the way that I did. So if you know that it's time, if you feel that tug in your heart saying you need to do this, then let's go. Let's do it. You can go to bravewidow.com. You can find there the link to the Academy page that has all the details about the Academy and the bonuses and when you need to sign up by in order to get the most bonuses possible. Or you can also schedule a consult from bravewidow.com if you would like to talk it through with me. If you would like help deciding whether or not this program is right for you. So today, I just want to encourage you to take one brave step. Maybe that brave step is pre-enrolling. Maybe that brave step is admitting that you're stuck. Maybe that brave step is scheduling a consult because you want help making a decision. Either way, you don't have to do this alone, but you do have to decide. If you've been watching and thinking, maybe later, maybe I'm not ready yet to do this, I want you to see that thought for what it is, which is just a thought. It's not a fact. It's not the truth. And it's definitely not the thought that's going to build the next version of your life. What if instead you decided to say, I'm ready right now, simply because I decided? That's the thought that could change everything. The Brave Widow Academy is open for pre-enrollment right now. If you're ready to move forward, not when it feels perfect, but now because you decided, I would love to coach you on the inside. Let's make the decision that your future self will thank you for. I'll see you on the inside. The Brave Widow Academy is open now, and it's where I help widows just like you move from surviving to living with a proven path, coaching, and a community of other widows who get it. If you're ready to take the next step, go to bravewidow.com/academy to join us. I'll see you on the inside.